Hi, Fadi is here again, and in this tutorial I will show you how to set up your rendering in Revit. So to render your images in Revit or your shots in Revit, you have to create a camera and you will get a 3D view like that. Now you can go to view and you can see the render here. But before that you have to click here on the crop view and to see the size of this crop view. So you will get this will give you the dimension of the crop view that you have. You can change, but you have to go to scale, and if you change this, for example, for 400 millimeter, this one will change automatically in order to increase the size or something like that, but you will reserve the proportions. So as you see, when I change, for example, to 600 millimeter and apply, this height will change automatically in order to preserve the proportion of the 3D view, but it will extend the crop size. And if you change also the height, for example, to 200 millimeter, also it will have more and more for your review. So this is up to you. I will return it back. For example, I think it's 300 with that, in order to have this crop view. Maybe we can change this, change from here to 310, for example, to include also the other from here, but you have to go to scale here and give also some dimension here in order to have your crop view. You can also extend from here to control your crop view. So this is the view. This is not important, just to show you how to control the view that you have to render. Now to render, you can go to render, from view to render, or the abbreviation is RR. You can press RR and you will get this window. Now we have the render button here, but we will return to it back after we setting all the settings here. The first thing is the quality, so you have draft, medium, high, best, custom, and edit. I prefer usually to use high in order to have a nice render shot, but you can go to best, but the difference between these are not too much, so I prefer to go with high for the quality. Now for the resolution, you have the screen and the printer. If you want to increase the pixels or something like that, you can go to printer and choose more and more resolution, but it will increase the time of render, so I will leave it to screen in this tutorial. For the lighting, you can see that I have 3 for exterior and 3 for interior, one with sun only and one with sun and artificial, and one with artificial only for the night rendering, and for the interior the same. So we don't have any artificial lighting here, so I will go with sun only. And you can here set up the setting of the sun. So for example, this will give you the let's see the time that you have in the location that you specified. For example, I have Manchester here with the date and the time. If I change it, for example, to any other time, it will change the sun setting here, as you see, for the shadows, and it will take the sun settings from the lighting here. Also you can use single day or something like that, but in rendering it will take the still with the date and the time. And if I press OK, it will take this. And for the background, you can determine the background that you want. Maybe you can we have no clouds, very few clouds, cloudly, very cloudly, and color, and image, and transparent. So this is up to you. You can use color, and if you want to change the color, you can use green or any color and change it. For example, the green as a green screen in the Photoshop and the post-production. But I prefer also you can upload an image. For example, if you have an image for the sky or something like that about the background of your shot, you can use an image. But let's go with a few clouds. I think it is good here. And also here you have adjust exposure, so you can go to adjust exposure, but I don't recommend you to play with that. Leave it as it is default, because this is for maybe after you render your shot you can change the exposure and the saturation and the shadows and others. So once okay, you can hit render and it will start now rendering your view using the mint array in Revit. And I will now accelerate the process to see the result. I think here we have rendering. You can click and see the result. Now you can also export it as an image and go to Photoshop, make some post-production and enhance the productivity or the quality of this image. Also, I will show you, if you have now this image or you have the 3D view, you can also export it as an image and go and render it with AI platform. So I think this one, yes, this one. Let's take it as it was and compare the result between the AI and the render of Revit. So I will go to image and export it as an image. Let's go to zoom and to 100. Let's take a high resolution, not important, but to take the details. And let's go with documents. Let's change the name because I have export it. Let's go with 1 for example and click OK to export this image to go to the. So once finished, I will go to the website, which is promi.ai.pro, and we have multiple things to choose from there, but I will go with sketch rendering because the image is as a sketch we deal with it. So once click here, you can see some of the rendering shots that that was created by other users. For example, interior design and floor plans, 3D views from sketches was created. So I will go now to upload our image. So I will go where we have saved it. I think it was on the documents, yes, with 1, yes, this one, and then click open, and you can see this now, the image that we have exported from Revit. We can write a prompt, but let's leave it empty now. You can choose a reference image, but I want to leave it. Now I will go with let's say realistic, and for the scene I will choose architecture. Maybe we can use as a public building, I think that, or a building. You can choose public building or commercial building, residential building, anything. You have to go with the precise. And now let's decrease the creativity, but because I want it to be like what I want. You can even determine the let's say the lighting. You can choose the lighting that you want, maybe cold lighting, or anything you want, and see the result. And you can play with the lighting. Because we have played with the lighting, it will give us this. So this is the video for today. I wish that you are interested in that. You can compare the result from Revit and the result from this website. Maybe we can have more and more accurate rendering as we want, but we have to specify that in the prompt and in the setting of this website. That's all for today. I wish that you are interested in this tutorial. Please like, share and subscribe for more tutorials like these in the future. See you and have a nice day.
Hello everybody, this is Fadi again, and in this tutorial I am going to introduce an AI rendering tool for Revit. It is called Veras. So you can download it as a trial here from the Autodesk app autodesk.com, and you can download it to Revit. Let's move on to Revit and evaluate this tool. It is an artificial intelligence rendering tool. So this let's now evaluate this tool. So I'm going to Revit now. Let's use this project. I'm going to create let's say a 3D view. So let's create a camera here to create a 3D view. Now this is our 3D view. Let's adjust our canvas here, maybe taking something like that. It's enough here to have this shot. So let's move to realistic to see what is the material that we have in this shot. So our shot is like that. Once you download the Veras, you can see that we have an Evolve lab that it referred to, and once I click start here, then the plugin will start with me. So let's see how to use this plugin and how to create rendering by using the artificial intelligence in Revit. So once opened, you can see now it will be open. You can see this interface, so you can press to refresh the model, and by default it will bring up our 3D view here. So as you see here in the right side, you can see that we have styles for the rendering. Maybe you can choose any style you want: the forest rain, realistic, timber, autumn, realistic. Let's try this. So it will have explore here, compose, edit, but let's start by rendering this shot by using the artificial intelligence. So by clicking on render, it will start here, as you see, to render our shot according to the style that we have selected here. And also you can adjust the width and the height, but by default it will give you the most suitable dimension for your shot. So it will take some time here. Maybe we can wait now. And yes, we have got some render shot in a few minutes, such as 28 seconds, and you can also choose another style and render. Let's see what we will got here. Now it finished. Let's see. We have this shot, And also you can choose any style you want and click render, and it will take maybe 30 seconds and it will give you another render shot according to the style that you have select here. Yes, it will give you this style. So by artificial intelligence here, this plugin will start to give you some options and the opportunity to save, or also to show the original image or show the rendering as you see. Maybe you can see that we have here, you can also choose, for example, parametric external massing and render and see the result. Yes, I got here some rendering, but maybe it's not as much as I want. So you can choose any style that suitable for your shot. Here you can see that there is a geometry override, the material override, width, height. You can change anything that you want and also render as you want. Maybe we can also choose the is interior, is aerial view, atmospheric, or turbo nature. You can hear from the prompt, give any sentence that you want and it will render according to the sentence. So here, for example, there is a cabin in the wood with large windows during rain, tall grass. Maybe if I change to concrete, for example, or stone or something like that, concrete with large windows during rain, maybe we can delete this one. So you can give any prompt you want. Tall grass. You can also render now according to what you want. For example, let's take this forest rain realistic or timber autumn. Let's see, it will be changed here. Modern design with large windows, timber building during autumn. Maybe you can see during summer as you want. Let's say concrete building, and try to see what is the result here. We can see now the result of the render according to the prompt that we give to the plugin. So you can see that it is very fast and it will give you interesting rendering. Maybe it can the more the accurate, the more the result that you will have. So as you see, it gives me a concrete here, and maybe it is nicer for me. So you can give in the prompt here anything that you want to see. Maybe you can change to stone, to wood, to steel, to anything that you want, and also you can adjust this. For example, if I want to maybe add some let's say timber to this ceiling, so I can now go to edit and let's say to select this region. You have to be accurate as much as you want. Click enter, and now wood, for example, and render selection, just the selection. So it will be by default. Now render the ceiling here to be timber, and you can also let's say adjust anything you want by using the edit tool here and re-rendering not all things, just the selection that you give to the plugin here in the prompt. So we will wait now until it will be finished. Let's see, and yes, it gives me some, let's say, result. Maybe it is not as I want, but it is the idea here that you can select any area. Let's click enter. For example, green wall, and render the selection here, and let's see the result now. It's all about this idea that you can work around it and see that this is a really powerful tool that can give you renders in maybe some little time and save a lot of time to you. So let's see, it is not a green, but this is the idea behind that. So that's all for this plugin. I think that this is a powerful tool that you can use in your rendering for fast rendering. I leave the comments to you and the evaluation to you if you see that this plugin is good. Write in the comment. Now let's move to another project. I have this project, maybe this one, and I have this 3D shot. Let's adjust it, maybe something like that. Okay, to have the shot that we want, like that, not to have much more time in rendering, but just to test this plugin. I will go here to the Veras plugin, open it, and see more realistic. Okay, maybe it is good. Okay, let's take this as a test. Now as we talk, if we go to compose, we can give any prompt we want. Let's say modern design, okay, with large windows, okay, timber building during autumn. So let's try to have this one, let's say during winter, and try to render now and see what is the result that we will got here without choosing any template or any let's say style, just depending on the prompt, and we will change in the prompt to see what is the difference here. Yes, it gives me modern design with large windows, timber building. It is not timber building, I don't know why, during winter, and it gives me some snow here. So this is nice for me, but let's try to change something. For example, stone or old stone building. Okay, let's adjust here, and let's say during summer, and render to see the result here. I think the result will be completely different from this one. So you can change the prompt write the material that you want, or the style that you want, or the description that you want, and it will give you another result. As you see here, this is the first result, this is the second result. Maybe here it is not correct, I think so, but you can change, as we talked before, you can change anything you want by clicking on edit and try to change. For example, if I want let's say this one, just as an example, I'm not talking about the design here, we are talking about an example. Let's click enter, and maybe timber or wood, and render the selection. Maybe this one also I have to select it, but this is the idea behind the edit tool in the plugin. So after the render, we can see the result and evaluate the plugin according to the result. Once you click render, the selection will appear here. So as you see, it changed this wall by a timber cladding or timber material by using this one. Let's say if we click here, what will we happen? I don't want to here, not the selection, enhance, and enhance. Maybe you can enhance your rendering. Let's see the result here. I'm just trying to evaluate this plugin with you to see the results that it will give us. So it enhance our rendering here by making some changes in the stone. As you see, I don't know, maybe the resolution, the stone, the material, you can choose anything you want. So you can try one of these brief styles here, for example forestry and realistic, and see that it is a cabin in the wood with large windows during rain, tall grass. Let's render to see that, as we did in the first project, but let's see the result here. I think it is a powerful tool, but you have to give the correct and the accurate prompt that you want to reach to the result. So I am here to trying to evaluate and let's say also learn how to use this artificial intelligence rendering in Revit. So I got this one. Maybe it is good, but you can see that here I have a cloud here. You can enhance this, or let's say change this not to rain during rain. Let's say delete this tall grass, change it cabin in the wood with large windows. Maybe let's try to give a background, tall trees and flowers. I'm trying to write anything to have some change in the rendering to see the results with you. Let's wait until we have the result, and I think this is enough for this tutorial. You got the idea for this plugin. I think we have here some not nice result, especially here, maybe because it gives some flowers here and some tall trees here. So you have to be accurate about the prompt that you give here. Maybe this one, the first one, is nice for me. It's according to the description that you give to the in the prompt section here. So you have to be careful about what the result that you want to reach. It may be by experience. You will get more and more experience about what is the accurate prompt that you have to give here. There are some else things that such as prompt strength that here, and the seed here, the material override, the geometry override. I will leave this to you to walk around it and evaluate this tool. I think it is a powerful tool and will be developed in the future to have fast rendering instead of relying on Veras or any other rendering engine in Revit. So that's all for today. I wish that you are interested in this tutorial. See you in next tutorial.
Exposing the AI secrets in architectural rendering. Buckle up, because this is game-changing stuff. Today, AI is not just a buzzword. It's a powerful tool for architects. Imagine converting sketches into detailed 3D models in seconds. AI algorithms analyze your designs, generating ultra-realistic renderings with lighting, textures, and shadows. No more tedious manual adjustments. AI optimizes your workflow, freeing up more time for creativity and innovation. Plus, it's eco-friendly. AI can simulate energy efficiency, helping you design sustainable buildings. So, whether you're a seasoned architect or just starting out, AI is your new best friend in 3D rendering. Embrace the future of architecture today.
Let's render this sketch with 4 AI platform. First of all, we have this sketch, which is a 3D model from Revit, and we want to render it in 4 AI platform. So as you see, this is the result. So let's try to do that together. First of all, we have to bring our 3D model. So as you see, we have here a Revit model, and I will now go to hidden line. Let's now go to VG and hide the planting in order to have a neat sketch, and let's click apply, and then we can see the result. Now let's go to the properties and go to the graphic display and go with the none background to have this result. Now the time is to export this image to as an image. So let's go and export this as an image, and we will get an image of sketch of this 3D model. So it will be in JPG or PNG or any format of the photos. So this is the result. We will have this sketch, and now we are ready to go to the AI platform to apply this. So let's go ahead. As you see, the first one is Fabry. Fabry, we have to go to and sign up with our email, so we can sign up with Google and continue to the platform. So we can also make an account or as you want. Now we can also fill these spaces and go to the interface of Fabric. This is the first platform. As you see, we have multiple platforms here. Let's go with a new and an empty one and try to apply our work in an empty space. So as you see, once opened, we also have here multiple choices of commands, but let's go with the first one, and we have 300 credit. Let's go with the renderer, and now we can make sure to have the architectural design section. Let's upload our image. So let's also make sure that it's set 3D and we can upload it. And as you see, we have this sketch that we have exported from Revit or any other 3D modeling software. So let's write here a prompt. Let's go with a modern office building with a glass facade and an empty or vehicle street in front, and trees and buildings on the behind. So let's go with this prompt. You can also be accurate with this prompt to have your desired results. Now, after writing the prompt, as you can see, we can go with other properties here to specify what we want. So let's change, for example, from the empty to vehicle, and anything you have. You can go and choose your style. Let's go with the modern architecture here to determine the style that we want to have these photos with it. So after determining the style, let's go and generate our photos. It will take maybe 30 seconds in order to generate some photos to us in just seconds. So by this way we have trained the artificial intelligence to produce the 3D rendering from the sketch that we have provided. So as you see, it will now generating the rendering. So let's evaluate the result. As you see, we have now the outputs. They are 4. So if we have zoom on to see the result, it's quite impressive to have this in second. Maybe it need some justification. You have to provide this in the prompt and retry by iterative the result. Also we have lighting and we can see the reflection, and as we see all the rendering have exactly what we have provided to it, with streets and trees in the behind, and the reflection is very good here. So the evaluation is for you in the comment if this website or AI platform is good. And as you see, the credit was gone for 10 credit for every generation of these sketches. You can also have the opportunity to download and save and also edit the photos, and then you can download it by the SD quality or HD quality if you are have a subscription for this website. So this is the first one, which is Fabri platform, that you can also download the photo and also go to Photoshop, add or modify this photo as you want. The second one is ML.ai. So as you want, as you see, the platform is easy to understand, and it is giving the idea of converting the sketch or the 3D model sketches to render. So we have to sign in as with Google, and then we have to go to the platform to start working on it. As you see, we have here plans, but let's go with the free. I will try with the free in order to see how we can convert the sketch to an image, render image. So you have to go to sketch to image, and then we have to choose the sketch to image. Let's go with the any style we have. So as you see, you can choose the style, and then we have to upload the image that we have. So let's go and we write the prompt that we have for the same prompt. As we said before, it is a modern office building with glass facade and an empty street or a road from the front. Also, let's go with surrounded, and let's give the material and white building material. Vehicle road from the front, surrounded by trees or buildings behind, and you can give any prompt you want. Let's go and choose the style. You can go now and check any property here that you want to add to help AI to generate and train the request that you want. Let's generate now, so it will take seconds to generate. As you see, it generate this because we have provided the white building the white building material. You can download it and then you can go to Photoshop, modify anything you want. Let's try another thing, for example wood building material instead of white building material, and let's see the result. It will now generate this. I think it is the same. It adds just wood in the right side and the left side, but with the same material. Maybe let's add concrete and see what is the difference when we add keywords. And now the third one is lockx.ai. As you see, here is the website. It has an ability of real-time rendering from massing and sketches, and this is very good for this website. You can go and discover this website. It is easy to understand. With the LockX AI rendering, we can now apply the same procedure for our sketch. So let's start using lockx.ai, and now I will go with start conversion. You can see some photos and videos that are created by other users here in the website and downloaded here. So let's go with image generation, and now let's make sure that we have the renderer mode and go with architecture, and let's select the detailed rendering, and let's write our prompt here, which is the same prompt that we have written before, which is a modern office building with the glass facade and white material. Let's go with white material or any other material. You can write the prompt that you want, and also let's write that is have streets and surrounded by trees or buildings behind. Any prompt you want to provide it, and let's now upload our sketch or 3D model from the 3D model, and now you can have the opportunity to apply any other style you want or any other image that you have. So you can now choose the number of generation and also start generating the rendering. So it will take some seconds to generate the rendering here. So let's evaluate this together. Once it finished, you can see it will take some seconds. Now I think it is of this sketch rendering, which is the converting from image to the rendering. You can see the render here. So by using this style or this image, it will give us some result here. We are waiting for the others here, so you have the opportunity here to see the compare the sketch with the render. It is very helpful here to see if you can flip down and up and right and rotate your render. And also we have the second one here, as you see. So it's not as good as the first ones, but also you can change the prompt and play around it to have some results about this rendering. So you have multiple and various rendering here. You can choose from it
also download it, go to Photoshop and try to modify it or something like that.
Now the last one is the AI.pro. As you see, we have to sign in with Google, and we have this user interface. We can go with sketch rendering, and now we can upload our image from here. And as you see, we have to write the prompt that we have, which is the same with modern facade, with modern office building with glass facade and so on. You can write the prompt that you want, and then you can start generate the rendering image. Here in Veras AI, you have the opportunity also to upload an image that give a style. So I have this image that I have downloaded, so you can also choose the style that you want, realistic or fantasy or something like that. So I have an image and I give it the style, so we can see now how this affect the rendering of the sketch, and it will take some details from the this photo. So this is very helpful, and this is very interesting in this website, which is Veras AI, and we can see now the result. So it will now generate 3 rendering shots. As you can see, we can now zoom in to see. As you see, it takes these details of Islamic architecture from the photo that I provided, and also here it gives suggestion, and it can also give you the level of creativity, so it can give some creative ideas for you from the sketch, and this is very good, and it can help you to enhance and improve your design. Let's convert this Revit in place mass to wonderful rendering shots. Hi again. Today the sponsor of this video is Veras AI, which is an AI image creation platform. The platform user-friendly interface makes it accessible for both beginners and professionals. One of its standout features is the sketch rendering tool, which helps architects and designers turn simple sketches into photorealistic renderings. This is a game changer for communicating design concepts to clients and stakeholders, as it speeds up the visualization process and allows for multiple design iterations with minimal efforts. The tool also offers scene setting, style control, and real-time rendering capabilities to enhance the realism of the output. So, without further additions, let's see how quickly to create an in-place mass in Revit and convert it by some clicks and some seconds into wonderful rendering shots by using the sketch rendering capabilities and feature here. So as you see here, this is just an example from any sketch. You can upload this sketch, and by some seconds, maybe not more than 30 seconds, you can create much more of generations as you want. So this is the result of the sketch that I have uploaded, but in this video also I will start from scratch in Revit and show you how we can convert and create in some minutes a wonderful mass in place or any place mass in Revit and have rendering shots quickly. So without further additions, let's go to Revit. So as you see here, I am in Revit. I will start with a new template and start working on this new template to create the in-place mass and start working on it to have such rendering using the AI tool that we have talked about. So once opened, as you see, I will start now going to massing inside, but let's add some levels here to work with it. So I will start to add some levels with this the same offset. Let's add maybe 10 levels is enough to create our
mass here as a high-rise building. Let's imagine that. And now let's go to level 1 and go to any place mass, and let's start with this mass 1 environment and start working on this workspace. It's not important to have a precise dimension, but you have to create a mass that is compatible with your design. So you are free here in creating what you want. Let's extend that to the highest level, and let's create another one here. From here to here, let's have some creation of this form and extend it to a certain level here. I'm starting just to have the idea, and you are free of what is you want to create from this mass. So this is the main idea. Let's start to create another one and play around it to have our desired design for this mass. So once also ready, you can export it and play around it. So let's start to create another one about level 1 and one about level 8. It's not important. Let's click on both of them and create this form and start to play of that. Let's imagine that we have an entrance here or something like that. You can also click on any of these lines and extend it as you want, above or in the bottom, below, anywhere, to the right, to the left. You are here free to create your own mass in a place. So once ready, we can also click on finish and finish that and return back to the Revit environment. So I am playing with that to have such maybe something like any mass you want. Now let's go to the visibility and the graphics and try to hide the levels from the 3D just for the visualization. Let's go to the massing and try to give some walls for this mass in order to have some image to export it. So once you are satisfied with this mass, you can go now and let's say create something like a floor. So this is the mass in the shaded style. We can now go maybe to level 1 now and start to create a floor here, and now we are ready. Now we can also create a 3D view by going to camera and assigning a camera here, and you can now see what is your desired 3D view. If you are not interested in this or you want to modify this mass, you can click on the mass and edit in a place and make any modification you want, and then click on the wall that we have created and update it to the face. Now the time is to export this as an image, so let's go and export this as an image as we talked before. So you can now go to the Veras AI, which is the sponsor for this video. Now we can go and sign in with our account, and then you can have your free account. But if you want to get benefits from this, you can also have a subscription for that. You can now upload your image from the sketch rendering section, and we can also write our prompt. Let's go with, you can write any prompt you want, but let's go with a glass facade building and have some description as you want the accurate in your prompt, the most result that you desire that you will get. So let's go with a high-rise building with the glass and material and have some description for that. Now you have the opportunity in this site to have a reference, let's say reference image. So I will go to Pinterest and try to have my own let's say reference image. So let's now searching about what we want if you are interested in something like that. But let's this one maybe is good. Let's save it to our local machine and then use it as a reference in our rendering. So I will choose this as a reference. Now you have the opportunity to determine the style. Let's go with the realistic and go to the architecture and determine our skyscraper mode, and you go with precise mode, and you can also increase the creativity and let the website to create something nice for you. And also let's generate now with 3-1. I have also created something in that. So as you see, it created to us 3 rendering shots for this mass. So if you are interested in this, you can download it. You can go and download it, and then you can play around that and you can modify. So you can download it, but you have a subscription. You can download these 3 with high resolution. So I am going to now download this one. I am interested in this, and you can see the result in the screen now. So this is by fast modeling and rendering using the AI tool, the Promi AI tool platform. We created this. So that's all for today. I wish that you are interested in this tutorial and video, and we will in next videos also explore more and more about this website. I will leave the link for this website, Promi AI, in the description to see and to explore more and more features for this website. See you.